Hey, this is Melvin coming to you with another session from one of my badminton training sessions. Today, I'll be talking about the Pr.Ind Harimau Pro racket that I'm using. These are the specs shown on the screen. In terms of weight and balance, it is 4U, it is head heavy. It's rated as Pro Stiff, which I think is correct. Max tension, I'm at 26 pounds. Frame, box aerodynamic looks right. In terms of key advantages, smash power, I would say it's more of an 8 out of 10. Maneuverability, I feel it's a bit slow compared to some of the other rackets that I have, so I'll rate it 7 out of 10. I don't know about vibration reduction or stability, but I can safely say that this racket does feel a bit dull compared to what I like. So I like rackets that provide more feedback. Yeah. But regardless, I just want to point out that this is a racket that's about 85 RM right now, which is just around 20 USD. So it's a very cheap racket. It's targeted at beginners to intermediate, and I can safely say that whatever you can do on a pro racket, you can do on this racket. There's no limitations that you'll actually feel. It's just that it may or may not be to the spec you like, and also it may or may not feel as nice as premium rackets out there, depending on what you like. So here, this is a session that I'm working with my coach in white and two of his more advanced players on my movement. Basically, I used to be able to move a lot better around the court. That was 20 years ago. I've put on about 40 kilos since. My movement is slowed down. My footwork is not as sharp or as good as before. So we're just trying to see how I can improve on my footwork and also my movement. We're basically hitting to each other in our respective boxes only. So yeah, your drop shots, your smash, your lobs, we're just trying to keep it within our boxes. Of course, they're not playing seriously. If they are, I would be dead within minutes. But this is quite good exercise. It's quite good practice for someone at my level right now. So onto the Pr.Ind racket. That was a horrible shot, as you can see. So onto the Pr.Ind racket, this Harimau Pro. So the Harimau Pro were introduced, Harimau and Harimau Pro rackets. I'll use the Harimau later in this session as well. Were introduced to Malaysia by PR Industry, or as many people call it, Pr.Ind. They took the Malaysian market by storm, of course, because Harimau being our national animal, and also the racket itself actually said Malaysia. So of course the Malaysians went crazy for it. Now, in terms of how it feels, it does not give the feedback, as much feedback as I like. It can feel quite a bit dull if you ask me. However, the fact that I've kept this racket meant that I'm still happy with how it plays. In terms of smash, it gives you good smashing power. It's a very stiff racket compared to some of the others that I like. It's quite stiff. But because of that, you can also generate quite a lot of pace on the rackets. In terms of drop shots and all that, I feel that it's quite stable. You can consistently get the shuttle to where you want it. With good tension on the strings, there's no complaints whatsoever. And it is quite fun to use. Now you see the coach here introduce a third person into the opposite court. So her job is to just get all the drop shots and allow me to add more variety to my shot returns. Of course, once again, they're just playing around. They're just helping me train, because if they were serious, I would not be able to take on any one of them. Now, I like to point out that I have used high-end rackets before. Right now, I prefer to use mid-range to low-range rackets, because I feel that they're quite fun to use, quite easy to use. But they're also very capable. For example, here I'm using a $20 US racket. You can give me your next Saber Pro, your next Dora Pro, and it probably will not improve my game by much. My smashes will still be the same, my drop shots will still be the same. It's not going to unlock a new form of smash for me. It's not going to unlock a jumping smash. It's not going to unlock a super drop shot, a super slide shot, that kind of thing. It's just gonna maybe make it more fun for me to play with, but in terms of performance, it's not gonna elevate my performance by much, because rackets, cheap rackets, entry-level rackets such as this are more than enough nowadays to give you the performance that you require to play in a club or to compete in club competitions. Here I'm practicing a few slices, a few drop shots, but nothing out of the ordinary. The racket reacts well to smashes. There are times when I do feel that it's a bit slow, so there will be instances where the smash and my return is not where I want it to be. That's because I'm forced into a corner to just get the shuttle back done. I'm not able to maneuver the head fast enough to change, to defend against a smash and to convert that smash into an attack. Most of the missed shots here, like the shot into the net that you just saw, I don't blame the racket for it. I blame my exhaustion. By this point in time, I'm probably breathing hard and already struggling to keep my focus, as seen here. So once again, the smash is crisp. I'm able to do a good return, a good smash and return. But it's also because the opponents are just being static and just helping me instead of playing seriously. I'm supposed to return all the shots to them. However, you can see me cheating a bit at times. That's because I'm trying to end the rally so that I get a breather. Instead of hitting it to the girl, I'm hitting it to somewhere empty on the court, hoping that the rally will die so that I can get a breather. Here I'm completely out of energy, as you can see. I can't even run anymore. I think it's also interesting to point out that I'm currently wearing my Victor P9200 TVs, a bit of the older models. They provide really good cushioning for me, and I really enjoyed it. I actually have plantar fasciitis, but these shoes really help with the cushioning, really helped me play for longer periods without much pain the next day. It's a good rally, something that I enjoyed. I ended up with a smash. It's not a strong smash, but it was good enough to end the rally. In this session, I switched rackets to the Harimau. This is the 5U version, so this is the original version of the PR industry Harimau, the Pr.Ind Harimau. It's a more gentler racket than Harimau Pro. We'll put up the statistics with specs on the screen a bit. But basically the reason I swapped it out is because I just wanted to compare the differences, and my hands were quite tired at this point in time, so I wanted something 5U weight. This is still a headlight racket, but here it also has a more flexible shaft. By now I'm already completely exhausted, so I'm not running as much, I'm not moving as well. But it's also good to note that even with the flexible racket, flexible shaft, my shots are still doing okay. There's not much adaptation period required to shift from both rackets, from the Harimau Pro to the Harimau. You do feel that the Harimau Pro is a bit stiffer, and I think that, if I remember correctly, there's also a bit more feedback with the Harimau. It feels a bit more, it vibrates a bit more, so it tells you, it lets you know if you hit the shot better. That was a horrible serve. Once again, making bad shots, but this is in no way due to the racket, but due to my exhaustion. So we're still playing by the square. However, at this point in time, I was a bit confused. I was thinking we're playing full court. That's why I'm standing in the middle more than the square. But we're actually playing the square right now. Here are the specs of the Harimau 5U. In terms of weight, it's 5U, balance head heavy. The shaft for the Harimau Pro, we saw that it was stiff. This one it's medium to stiff. Max tension at 28, but I also have it strong at 26. In terms of swing speed, I will disagree a bit. I don't think it's that fast compared to some of my other rackets. I'll probably put it at an 8. So power just now for the Harimau Pro, I placed it at an 8. This one would probably be at 7.5. In terms of net play precision, I don't know. I don't feel my net play is precision enough to actually give a good comment on it. But I'm getting the shots that I want. And also I just like to point out that it does feel a bit more, it gives you a bit more feedback compared to the Harimau Pro. So now I'm going to keep quiet and just let the practice run its course. In a few minutes time, I'll be switching back to the Harimau Pro for the full court exercise. So basically, this whole session ran for about 1.5 hours, but I'm cutting it short because there's not much else to show. For now, we're doing a full core exercise for me. I'm back using the Harimau Pro just for the sake of it. By this time, I cannot move anymore. I'm completely exhausted. But I still had some shots that I'm proud of, which I'll highlight here. So all in all, I'm very happy with how the Harimau Pro and Harimau plays. Performance-wise, you can't really complain. They're giving you the shots that you want. They're not limiting you in any way. Only thing is, of course, in terms of how they feel, there are rackets that feel better in my arsenal. I'll talk about that as we go along. But for rackets that cost just around 20 USD or Ringgit Malaysia 85 right now, they're going for 85 strong. They're really high performing rackets for the price. I do notice that I miss a lot of drop shots like this, which the coach has identified the problem. Now it's just me fixing my habits. I felt that I really did well going for the right hand drop shots, retrieving right hand drop shots, especially with how exhausted I am at the point in time. This kid has a good smash, he has a good arm. The girl as well, both the players playing baseline right now, they have really good smashes. I enjoy defending against their smashes. Another launch. I'm really happy with how I performed with regards to the launch drop shots retrieves. I felt that I was pushing myself quite hard to get to them, but I was able to get to them, which was a win in my book. I think that will end my commentary for today. I just want to inform whoever watching this far. This commentary is just meant for my own observations on my rackets and on how I can improve my play. If it does help you in any way, I'm happy for you. But yeah, this is just meant for my own self-development. Thank you very much. Thank you for watching.